What it is, y'all? Already doing, man, party up in this bunch. So, yeah. Maybe I'll start documenting shit. Doing some vlogging, I guess. I don't know. My bad if my audio sucks. I don't have one of those fancy little mics like all these creators out there. But, anywho, it's lunchtime. Got that young burrito, though. So, gotta get on here and talk about, I guess, where I started in skateboarding. I want to say it was 1996. I think it was 1996. I don't know. I'm gonna go off where I actually started doing tricks. I've had skateboards when I was a little kid, even smaller, rolling around, you know, knee skating, knee pushing. But 1996, summer before high school, I had a friend, Billy Holman. I live in Mojave, in the middle of nowhere, right? Mojave, California. It's like going towards Tehachapi, right? So, live in this little town, right? Small little neighborhood. I used to push my skateboard around there for transportation, pretty much, right? So, I used to go over to my friend Billy Holman's house, and I want to say we used to play basketball over there, I think. We do all kinds of random kid shit, right? I rolled up on a skateboard, and you see my skateboard, like, oh, that's cool. I don't know what kind of skateboard it was. I think somebody gave it to me, or it wasn't store-bought. I remember it was like a hand-me-down from somewhere. It probably was like super generic. I don't remember. Well, Billy Holman's like, oh, let me see that. He's like, you can do tricks on these. So he gets in the grass, right? Gets on it, and like, I'm like, whoa, what is this kid doing, right? And he does like a little ollie in the grass, kind of like a little small pop. And I was like, whoa, what? So he was trying to kickflip, but you know when you do that kickflip when you're first learning, you kind of like fling your board out and it goes flying. So he did one of those at first, and I was like, whoa, like what the hell? So he runs over there and grabs it, puts it on the grass again, sets up with his feet all crazy, you know what I mean? Does a kickflip, like steps on it and steps off, like in the grass, and I was like, what the heck? Like, whoa, like he flipped it and got back on it. Like that was wild. So he just kept trying it, right? Rolling around the cement, he was trying to do it, flinging it all crazy everywhere, whatever. Sorry. We went on to playing basketball. And I forgot about it, whatever. Next day, skating around again. This other kid up the street, what was his name? Paul something. This other white kid. His brother, they were like rockers, right? They were like in the desert, but they were like desert rockers. You know what I mean? Like his older brother looked like Jack Black when he was in that movie Airborne. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it's what it's called. The rollerblade movie. Remember Jack Black's all skinny and leather jacket and shit? That's how this kid looked. So his brother, I guess, them used to skate back in the day, so they gave him, he had a board. You see, we were pushing, so we all started pushing around our little neighborhood, and our neighborhood was tiny, like little. It was the only, well, that wasn't the only area, but it was like one of the only areas up there that like was like actual legit neighborhood without being in the middle of the boons. So they started skating. We started skating with each other, and then at that time I was able to stand up and push. because when I was a little kid, I used to knee push for the longest. And then, anyway, we started standing up pushing, and he would like fly off the curb cuts, like on the driveways. Like he would like skate real fast, like fly off. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And keep going. So I'd go behind him and I'd try to like fly off of it, you know what I mean, a little bit, and kind of made shit a couple of times, some road rash. Or we just keep skating around, skating, doing the little like spacewalk type things, and the whole summer we kept skating. Couldn't really do tricks, like I said, I just rolled off the curb cuts. Trying to get the idea how to ollie. I think that kid Paul knew how to ollie. And I live in the middle of the desert. Wasn't no skaters out there like that. You know what I mean? As far as I know, we were the only skaters that were out there. So I went to high school for a little bit. I skated around still. Wasn't skating, but you know, I was like, went to high school, whatever, like couldn't really worry about skating too much. I was trying to adapt to high school. And then we moved away. We moved from Mojave to Hesperia. Lived in Hesperia for a little while. I started going to Hesperia High. And I was still getting interested in skateboarding more. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would get magazines. I would get Transworld magazines. I asked my mom to buy me some from Food for Less. I honestly didn't know what I was looking at. I just saw dudes flying in the air. I was like, what? These are sick. Like grinding rails and shit. So I kind of knew what skateboarding was through the magazine. I haven't seen any videos yet. So I think I don't know if I got a sticker or something like that. I had some kind of sticker, like a skateboarding sticker, or a patch, like safety pin to my backpack. I forget what it was. Something to do with skateboarding. I think it might have been what the heck was it? I don't know if it was a bone sticker or like a Santa Cruz. It might have been a Santa Cruz sticker. Something like that. Anyway, I used to be a loner at that high school. I didn't know anybody. I came in like the middle of the year. Super awkward. You know what I mean? I kind of just sat in the steps by myself on lunch and just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I did. I just sat there and I think I doodled, did like graffiti writing or something. Anyway, this dude walks up to me and was like, hey bro, you skate? I was like, yeah, kinda. Like, I'm trying, you know. And he's like, oh, alright. Well, come chill with us. So there was like all the skaters like on one side of the wall and at Hesperia High, right? All the, like, you know, very 90s. You know what I mean? You got the skaters right here. You got the jocks over there. You got the preppies. You got the, like, the nerds, the hesh dudes, the kind of awkward dudes who hacky sacking and shit, the stoners, you know. So he invited me to the skaters, introduced me around, whatever. His name was Lauren Waddell, right? He's a senior, matter of fact, but he looks like short, you know. He's a shorter guy, Lauren Waddell. I mean, he was kind of cross-eyed. But cool as shit though, coolest dude. Like, oh, you skate, you know, like, all right. So hang out with them for a little while. Then they were like, hey dude, we're gonna go skate at Stater Brothers after school, like right here, like bring your board. You know, you can bring your board. After school, we're gonna go straight over there and skate. Like, oh, all right. I had this board, some hand-me-down board. I think I might even had roller skate wheels on it. I remember they were big crazy wheels, like red wheels or some shit like that, like these big urethane fatties. You know, because I lived in the desert before, and it was only like, we didn't have that much sidewalk. It was like asphalt everywhere. So I had big ass wheels, because you couldn't skate, you know. So, I remember I put all these, I cut out like shit out of the Transworld magazine, like different logos and shit, and I taped them to my board on the bottom, because I didn't have stickers. I didn't know the skate shop around. I didn't know what skate shops were. I would cut stuff out of the magazine and tape them all over the bottom of my board. I didn't know, you know, I didn't do board slides. I didn't even know what board slides or grinds or anything were yet. So I just taped all these random fucking shit in the bottom of my board. I put like screws in the side of the plies for some reason, because I thought like maybe that'll work for primos or some shit. I didn't even though I didn't know what a primo was, but I know, like, I don't know, my board was way out. Like, so when I brought it to school, the kids were like, what the fuck is this thing? You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, oh, what? Like, that's my board, you know? Like, how do you skate this? You know, and they're like passing it around. You know, they're kind of like, we're clowning, but at the same time, like, I was kind of cool with them. So, like, and they were pretty cool. Like, they weren't trying to make me feel bad, but at the same time, they're like, whoa, dude, like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, and they're riding, you know, they're writing legit decks. I don't even know what the boards were back then. I know there was in-house blanks were like a big thing out there. This company called In-House. And yeah, I went skating with them at Stater Brothers, and I mean, I didn't know what skating was. Like, I'm thinking we're just gonna skate around the parking lot. You know what I mean? So these dudes are like hauling off this little curb, and they're like hitting manuals on this little pad, and you know, I was kind of just hovering around there, and I was like, oh, like watching them, and then I would like take off and just like skate around the parking lot, like just hauling ass, pushing around the parking lot, like, because that's all I used to do. I didn't know any tricks. Push around the parking lot, find the little curb cuts, and like roll off the curb cuts, and like, but they weren't tripping, you know what I mean? Like, they seen I was kind of like new, you know what I mean? I guess to them I was just cool people, even though I sucked. Like, I didn't know, I'm just starting, you know what I mean? I didn't know what skateboarding was. So, time went on, you know, we did that a couple of times, we kind of skated around. They're not really like, oh, do this, like telling me how to, all kind of just figuring out on my own, you know. Spring break comes around, and my friend Lauren's like, dude, like, let's go to, what was it? He was going to, his mom lived in Riverside or Rubidoux or Riverside, whatever, somewhere down there. For the week, for the spring break. I asked my mom, you know, she's like, yeah, it's cool, you know. So it was him, this dude Steve, Chuck, Tommy, and Lauren. I think that was this us? Steve, Chuck, Tommy, Lauren. I think that's it. Went down there. I had got a hand-me-down from Lauren. He had kicked me his board, and I think Steve shot me some wheels, I think. I still had random ass trucks. I don't even know what the fuck they were. They were just some random. Luckily, they fit the size of the board that he had. So we went skating. Man, all right, we're skating around, going with these guys. His mom takes off to work, and we take off going skating. We skated. They went to go find spots. I don't know. I just was with them. I was just mobbing around, you know, like, oh, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, oh. Skate around, whatever. And when we skated all the way, I caught a bus or something all the way to the Galleria at Tyler in Riverside, right? I think, or Moville, Riverside. Anyway, over there. Well, they had Jer's skate shop right there, and they used to have a box in the front, and there was like I think it was a kicker ramp. I don't know if they had a flat bar. They might have. I know they had a box for sure. There was like this big white dude who would like sit outside on a chair and just watch everybody skate. Like maybe he was the owner or worker or something. I don't know. He would just kick and watch everybody skate out front. Maybe looking for talent. I don't know. So my homies are there and they're doing 360 flips. Dude, they were good, I thought. Like for me, anyway. 360 flips, 50-50s on the box. manualing the top, nose manualing, you know. I couldn't do anything. I was kind of getting ollies. Like I was at that point, I think I was able to ollie up a curb, like to keep going. Like whenever we were pushing, I was able to ollie up a curb, ollie off a curb, ollie up a curb. Sometimes the curb's kind of high. I'll jump off my board real fast, hop back on the curb, take off. You know what I mean? Like trying to keep up with these dudes. So they were skating the bottom. I couldn't do anything. I was just rolling around, you know, trying little ollies. So I brought out there was like a little donut tire, like by the trash can, like a little donut round, little small tire. I pulled it out and laid it down, like way away from kind of everybody. I just was trying to ollie over it. I was like, I'm fucking ollieing over this thing. Ollie. Try it again. That shit was so hard, dude. It took me forever to get that fucking ollie down. Like, if I even got it, I think it was starting to get dark. I remember we were there like all night, like just skating. All day till the nighttime. I think I finally did get it, but it was sketchy. But I fucking ollied that thing, dude. Rolled away. Looked like all like wobbly and stepped off and like turned around like to see if anybody saw me. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Tommy and Lauren, I think, were right there chilling. They seen me. And they're like, hell yeah, dude. Like, hell yeah. Like, you ollied that shit. Like, dude, I was pumped. I was so excited. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll get over that thing. After that, I felt like I like could hang out with those dudes, I guess. I mean, I finally went with them already, but at that time, I felt like I could legit hang out with them. Cause like, oh, now I'm a skater. I can ollie over something, you know? Just kept going from there, dude. Over Lauren's house he had a little flat bar. Started learning little pinkers, little pink, you know what I mean? Frontside flip, board slides, little pinker board slides. I think we were doing flip tricks. I was learning flip tricks on a board with no trucks, a kickflip, inside his house. I think his dad had like some young wife, and they would fucking take off. We'd be on the weekends, and he had like the strobe light going, and we had music playing, and we're all just trying to do tricks inside the house and shit. It was pretty wild. Skating right there. I'm trying to get the idea of a kickflip. A little foggy, dude. I'm 40 years old, so I'm trying to remember. I'm 41 years old. We ended up. We graduated high school, right? So Lauren graduated high school. He's a senior. The year I met him, I only kicked it with him the first year. Graduated high school. I kind of like lost touch. Like I don't know what happened to him after that. He moved away or what? I can't remember. But I think Chuck and Tommy were left behind because Steve, I think, was in the same grade. But Chuck and Tommy were still, so I knew them. So I started kicking with them. In the beginning, I felt like Chuck kind of didn't like me. Like I was kind of ruining the vibe of their little crew. So even after Lauren left, like kind of more of a reason for him not to like really associate with me. He only kicked it with me because Lauren, you know what I mean? I think. Oh, I might be wrong, but Tommy, super outgoing, dude. Always was like, "What's up, dude?" Like always trying to kick it with me. Hell yeah. So that year we was kicking it, and then same shit on Fridays. Go skate Stater Brothers, dude. You know what I mean? I was starting to learn manuals. There was like the manual kind of had a little point like on one end that kind of like not really a launch, it was super mellow. And I would just haul ass and like just ollie high as I could off of that a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Like all day, the whole time we would be skating. Like I wouldn't really be doing that many flip tricks. I'll just be ollieing and shit. Man, it's 11 p.m. and I'm drinking a fucking energy drink. Anyway, these dudes roll up, right? These dudes roll up in a fucking little S10 pickup. One guy hops out, and they pull out a bench with like a fiberglass bench, and they put it down the McDonald's gap, right? They call it the McDonald's. There's this gap over there, the McDonald's gap, right? Everybody knew where it was, whatever. Pretty, you heard stories. Oh, so and so kickflipped the McDonald's gap or whatever, So he put the bench down in, and I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? Like I went over there. Tommy knew some of the dudes those guys knew those dudes and their brother. So we went rolling over there kind of to see what was happening, you know what I mean? These dudes are doing 50-50s and like board slides down the bench, and we're like, what the fuck? Like I was tripping out, like, damn, these fools are pros, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking. There was this dude Joey and his brother Brian, right? Joey Bond, Brian Bond. And I started skating that. I can't really remember how we started kicking after that. Because I knew Tommy. I think I was kicking it with. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I was hanging out with. I started knowing Joey. And he would start coming on Fridays to Stater Brothers and skate. He'd be skating. Little fun fact for you. Back in the day when we used to skate at that Stater Brothers, Brian Herman lived in these Topaz, a motel or apartment or something like that. That was on the other side of the wall. And they used to hop the fence, him and his brother Wayne, and they would come skate. Wayne Herman and Brian Herman would come skate with us. Little tiny freckled-faced kids, you know what I mean? Come skate with us. Shoes all extra puffed out with all the socks and stuff, like way back when. But yeah, they used to come skate with us way back when. We were all, I was a kid, but they were even little, tiny kids. Excuse me. So they keep coming, and we start knowing them. So Joey ends up coming to our school. I think his sophomore year, end of the sophomore year or something like that. He starts coming to the school, and I kind of know him now. I kind of got a homie, you know what I mean? Because I know him from outside the school, and now he comes to the school. And then he knew, man, how did he meet that? I can't remember how we all really intertwined. There was this kid Estevan we used to skate with, and I think maybe Estevan knew Jeff and Eric, the twins that skated. And then there was Kenny Anderson. What am I saying? Kenny, Van Horn. Kenny Van Horn. I don't know why the fuck I said Kenny Anderson. There was this Estevan is Kenny Van Horn. And then we knew Jeff and Eric. I'm trying to remember how we hooked up, dude. Like, just all the skaters hung out with each other, no matter what the grade. If you were a skater, we all hung out. You know, sophomore, freshman, junior, whatever. We were just skaters. We all hung out. So we would start skating tough, and then Joey invited me over to his house, I believe.